And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, in today's video, as always, we have got quite a lot of stuff to discuss. We're obviously going to be going through all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours, whilst also going over to today's headlines, some massive news ahead of the Manchester City clash. Whilst the Manchester City clash is a little bit further away and isn't the closest crocodile to the canoe, of course we're going up against Sparta Prague tomorrow in the Europa League. Now Liverpool obviously ahead of this game, guys, that is a big boost. Mohamed Salah, of course, has returned back to training as we stated he would yesterday, and as stated, we can confirm all of this right now. Mo Salah and Kelleher were both present as Liverpool trained ahead of their trip to Sparta Prague in the Europa League. The Reds trained at the Kirkby base before they head out to the Czech capital later in the afternoon, where Jurgen Klopp will host his press conference at 7 p.m. It is the first time we have seen Salah on the turf since his 45 minutes at Brentford Community Stadium on February 17th, when he scored and provided an assist. Before that, due to a hamstring injury sustained while at the African Cup of Nations, his most recent Reds appearance was on January 1st against Newcastle in Liverpool's 4-2 win at Anfield. The only other new question to be asked ahead of the training session would be whether we would see Kelleher. On Tuesday, an internet rumour suggested he was injured. However, this has now been proven to be incorrect, as he was pictured at training as usual on Wednesday. Adrian was also with him, despite not being included in the squad for the group stage. The veteran goalkeeper has trained with the keepers this season before Europa League matches. Earlier this week, Liverpool added Adrian to the Europa League squad for the second half of the campaign, so he can debutise for Kelleher if Alisson is still injured. Notable inclusions in the squad were Amar Onalo, Mateusz Miroskowski, Katie Gordon, Lewis Kumas and Treo Nyoni, all five of which started at the under-21s 2-0 loss versus Aston Villa at the weekend. Jadon Danns, however, wasn't pictured in first-team training. The starting lineup for this game is difficult to predict, but with Manchester City to come on Sunday and a second leg to rectify a possible defeat, Klopp could field a team of relative inexperience. As stated, the 23-man squad is as follows: Kelleher, Adrian, Morozic, Kelly, defenders Van Dijk, Konate, Gomez, Quansah, Robertson, Bradley, Tsimikas, Nallo, midfielders is McAllister, Endo, Elliott, Clark, McConnell, Szoboszlai, Nyoni, forward Salah, Nunes, Diaz, Gakpo, Gordon, Musioski and Kumas. So yeah, guys, as you can see, good to see Mo Salah back, of course. We did report to you to that yesterday. And of course, Kelleher being fit and available is also another big boost because he's in the form of his life at this moment in time. And with Alisson currently out at this moment in time as well, it would be a big blow, especially looking towards that game against Manchester City at the weekend. So we might see Mo Salah play a little bit, of course, against Sparta Prague. Whether he plays the full 90 minutes, I would doubt that. However, this is a huge boost ahead of that Manchester City clash, where we could hopefully see the Egyptian play the full 90 minutes because he would be very important. Now, following this, of course, we are going to touch upon Sparta Prague. As I stated in a previous video, they did draw their most recent game against Slavia Prague, in the Prague derby, and a side that are very good at home, a side that can pose Liverpool problems, and Liverpool will have to be their best in this game, of course. But as stated, one eye already on that Manchester City clash. We may field a weakened team, and in the overlook are just trying to get something out of it, if not try and overturn a deficit next week. As I said, Manchester City is the priority at this moment in time, and we don't want to take any unnecessary risk. Now, ahead of that game as well, whilst we've provided you a bit of an injury update with regards to our players ahead of that Manchester City clash, there is an update with regards to the Manchester City side of things, and Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola could face a selection dilemma when his side travelled to Liverpool in the top of the table clash, as it does see a key attacking player was absent from training on Tuesday afternoon. Yes, winger Jeremy Docker was not seen during an open session held at Manchester City's training ground, sparking concerns that he could miss the Anfield showdown. The encounter is anticipated to be a pivotal moment in the title race, with first place Liverpool and second place City separated by just a single point. The 21-year-old is impressed since his transfer from Reims last summer, and with Jack Grealish already sidelined due to a groin injury, the Belgian was expected to play a big role in City's crucial upcoming fixtures. Before the high-stakes league fixture at the weekend, Manchester City's immediate focus is on the Champions League, where they are set to battle Copenhagen in the last 16 on Wednesday Wednesday. Guardiola's men are strong favourites to progress into the next round of Europe's elite competition after winning the first leg in Denmark by 3-1. While the nature of Doko's absence is unknown at present, there has been some positive moves for the citizens, most recent as left-back Jose Varvidal made his return as an unused substitute in Sunday's Manchester derby, where City secured a convincing 3-1 victory. Otherwise, Guardiola can boast a fully fit squad and will be hoping to keep it that way ahead of Sunday. Whether he will rest key stars for the Champions League game at the Etihad tonight remains to be seen. Jurgen Klopp, meanwhile, as we stated, will have to do so without Trent Alexander-Arnold, Alisson Jota, Curtis Jones and Thiago as they step up their rehabilitation. So yes, guys, Manchester City, a big blow on that kind of wing role. Jack Grealish, Doku already out as well, so that could help us in a way. But of course, Manchester City are still going to be very, very, very strong, regardless of those players being out. Now, finally, guys, we're going to be going through some the Liverpool and LeBron James are back with collaboration number 2. Yes, from LA to Liverpool, two icons collide once more for the LFC LeBron Chapter 2. The latest transatlantic collaboration between the most iconic hooper in the world and the global powerhouse in football is launched. Building on the energy of last year's capsule collection, Chapter 2 mixes classic basketball look with the latest football fits in a fresh black, blue and gold colour palette. It features black short sleeve stadium jersey, black basketball jersey and shorts, football jacket and t-shirts, gold detailing calling out iconic phrases, "You'll never walk alone" for LFC, and "Strive for greatness," which is LeBron's motto. There is one pair of sneakers in the collection, LFC X LeBron Nike NXXT Gen Amplified trainers, which have the Aquan-inspired sole and Odell LeBron's roots and Air Zoom cushioning. To celebrate the launch, LeBron sent a special message to Virgil van Dijk on his new role this season as captain. He said, "Virgil van Dijk, my guy, I hope you are well. I just want to say huge congratulations on taking the armband this season. I know you will lead this club on an amazing thing. Strive for greatness. You'll never walk alone." In response to LFC's number 4 simply said, "The king has spoken." Speaking about the new collection, Van Dijk added, "It's great to have launched and worked together alongside LeBron James to launch this collaboration. I'm excited for everyone to see what we've created." Taylor Hinn said it's another great collaboration between LFC and LBJ and fantastic mix of basketball and football. Brand new campaign imagery is led by record-breaking LeBron James, who became the first NBA player to reach 40,000 career regular season points at the weekend. Plus, players from the LFC squads, including skipper Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez, Andy Robertson, Ryan Gravenberch, Alison Becker, Missy Bo Kearns, Shanice Van de Ven and Taylor Hinz. LeBron and Virgil will be the front and center for this campaign, with huge out-of-home campaign, the COP, LA, NYC and Nighttown London from this weekend. So there you go, some fairly interesting stuff that we have discussed today, the LeBron James collaboration. Some huge news, of course, against the Manchester City clash, but first up for Liverpool is the game against Sparta Prague. Do let me know your score predictions ahead of that one tomorrow down in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.